On the morning of October 19, 2025, the impossible happened. A heist so audacious it redefined institutional failure. It wasn't executed under the cover of darkness. This theft took place in broad daylight during the Louvre's operating hours. The target, the French crown jewels. The time, precisely 4 minutes from breach to getaway. 8 pieces of irreplaceable history vanished. The world watched in shock as Paris scrambled to explain the breach. This is the story of the day the world's most watched museum wasn't watching. A failure rooted in human system weaknesses, and how a team of phantom criminals exploited a vulnerability far older than the museum itself. Sit around to uncover with us the rest of the story. This is the 2025 Louvre Heist. The Louvre is a fortress, yes, but one built on centuries of security compromises and historical failures. The 1998 theft of Le Chemin de Sèvres proved security was fragile, a warning shot that was tragically ignored by administrators. Director Laurence Descartes ordered a security audit, yet staff reductions and slow budgeting slowed implementation to a crawl. Labor unions warned that staff reductions had left critical areas undefended, relying on outdated technology. The stage was set, and the targets were the most beautiful gems in France, including the crown of Louis XV and the magnificent 34-carat Hortensia diamond. These jewels were not simply objects, they were symbols of the entire French state, now left dangerously exposed. The thieves understood this fragility. They didn't need to defeat a system, they only needed to exploit a 4-minute gap. Their plan was precision engineering, surgical efficiency executed when security protocols were at their most distracted. At 9:30 a.m., as tourists streamed in below, the thieves initiated their ingress high above the crowds. They were perfectly disguised. Reflective vests, hard hats, appearing indistinguishable from routine maintenance staff. They didn't rely on brute force. Their method was a silent, specialized shattering device applied to a poorly monitored access window. A small pop, a clean opening, and then they were inside the inner sanctum of the Galerie d'Apollon. The internal security system registered a temperature variance, but failed to flag the human presence immediately. The guards, sitting in the central monitoring room, were dealing with a minor false alarm elsewhere in the Denon wing. The 4-minute countdown had begun. They knew exactly where to go and exactly how much time they had before the human element could react. The French crown jewels were housed in protective cases, but the specialized tools the thieves carried rendered the protection obsolete. They moved with the coordination of a highly trained military unit, hitting all 8 targets simultaneously. Minute 1, the cases are breached. The alarm finally screams across the museum, but the thieves are already securing the jewels. The sound of shattering reinforced polymer echoed, finally drawing the immediate attention of staff near the adjacent Mona Lisa room. Minute 2, the security team, delayed by the false alarm, begins the agonizing sprint towards the Galerie d'Apollon. The thieves are focused. No distractions. They collect the final pieces, including the delicate Eugenie's crown. The thieves' exit route was pre-calculated to bypass the heaviest internal camera coverage. Their goal, the mechanical lift waiting at the precise coordinates of their entry window. Minute 3. The first wave of security guards arrives to find 8 empty display cases and a perfect, clean hole in the glass. The realization dawns. The thieves are already gone. Their getaway vehicle was discreet, blending into morning traffic, with the official elapsed time for the successful multi-million euro heist. 4 minutes, 7 seconds. The question wasn't how they did it, but why the Louvre's supposedly world-class security failed so spectacularly. The internal investigation immediately targeted the pending security audit, which had flagged this exact access point months prior. Union statements confirmed that a critical shortage of security personnel meant key areas were monitored primarily by outdated CCTV. The director's warning years earlier that the museum's protection was inherently fragile had proven horrifyingly true. But the true vulnerability, experts noted, was a failure of time. The difference between detection and reaction. Human guards, even when alerted, could not physically reach the gallery in less than 6 minutes due to the museum's sheer size. The thieves counted on that crucial 2-minute reaction lag. In that world, 4 minutes is an eternity. But the real question everyone wants to know, who were these criminals? Their precision suggested insider knowledge of the non-implemented security protocols. Investigators floated theories of state sponsorship, a rival nation-state looking to symbolically destabilize France. Others believed it was the work of a sophisticated, non-state collective, planning the theft for years, purely for the thrill of the victory. The psychological profile of the team was chilling: total anonymity, absolute focus, and no recorded violence. They left almost no fingerprints, no trace of DNA, and no demands. They were ghosts, fading seamlessly back into the city of Paris. The jewels remain unfound. Every black market, every major collector has been monitored, yet they simply disappeared. A perfect crime. But the deepest mystery isn't where the jewels are, but why they were taken so surgically, and why the team chose to exploit institutional rather than technological weakness. The investigation realized the fatal flaw was a failure of time. The museum's sheer size meant human response was too slow, a critical lag of over 2 minutes. But the irony of the heist is rooted in history. 2,000 years ago, the Greeks built the Antikythera mechanism, a gear-driven computer that tracked time and planets with impossible precision. That ancient genius knew time was the key, these thieves knew it too. They simply exploited the gap between that timeless mechanical efficiency and the slow reality of human bureaucracy. The true confrontation was never between the robbers and a vault. It was between the speed of their planning and the critical delay in the guard's sprint down the gallery halls. The result is unavoidable: a massive, forced technological upgrade. The Louvre is now integrating AI systems that see, think, and act in the necessary milliseconds. The perfect crime was merely a hyper-efficient consulting service. The thieves vanished, leaving behind a technological revolution that will prevent all future human speed failures. So, the ultimate question lingers: was this the heist of the century, or will a fatal mistake have been made somewhere? Regarding that, police has already announced the arrest of 2 suspects. Will humans be able to protect their cultural legacy against greed of any kind? And are they the ghosts who forced the machine to wake up? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining the investigation. Let us know your theory on the thieves' true motives in the comments, and subscribe to decode the next story. Thanks for watching.